Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you're doing great today. All right, so I wanted to share with you for just a few minutes about some of the new products that doTERRA released at their convention a few weeks ago. So in September, if you're watching this at a later day, so it's September 2021, they released these products. And it's such a fun time of year, right? Because they release them. It's a surprise. They do a really good job keeping it as a surprise for most people. And we're always just so excited to see what comes out and then to try them. And there's just so much excitement that comes from smelling a new oil for the first time and trying a new product for the first time. So I love it. It's like Christmas for me. But I am going to give you my honest feedback from all of the products that I tried, because I try to be honest, because it's unreal to think or unrealistic to expect that all of the products are going to be amazing, right? So I am going to give you my honest feedback of what I liked and what I tried, what I loved and what I didn't. And maybe you'll love it and you'll completely disagree with me, and that is fantastic, or you'll hate the ones that I love, whatever. But I'm going to give you my experiences that I had with them, as well as some great just general information on all the products. Okay, so let's get started. So here we go. So first, if we can advance. We have Tulsi, which is holy basil. And I think we've had this one before as a limited time product. I don't remember if it was a product of the month or something like that, or we got it somehow. It was another way. But anyway, so Tulsi is known as the queen of herbs. And it does have kind of an herby smell. It does not smell anything like basil to me. Here they describe it as a spicy balsamic aroma. And that it supports clean, healthy looking skin. But you'll see the list. I snapped a little shot of the Essential Life book, and the list of things that it helps with is absolutely incredible. But anyway, so the price on this one is $26 wholesale for a 5 ml bottle. And let's get in. So here's my little screenshot of the book that I took. Okay. I love the Essential Life book. If you don't have it, it's a great investment to teach you some different ways that you can use your essential oils. In the new edition, it is really cool how it shows you what to substitute with. I don't know if you can see that right down here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it says substitute with basil, blue tansy, clove, copaiba, coriander, and fennel. And then it has some little, safety notes. And then it lists all the different things that it can help with, which sounds incredible. I'm like, oh my goodness, this does sound like a powerhouse oil, right? So, poor memory and balanced blood sugar levels. Oh my goodness, different cortisol levels due to anxiety or helping regulate those, inflammation, muscles. Anyway, you can see the list there. It goes on. I'm hoping that you can read that. Okay. Tons and tons of things. I'm like, wow, powerhouse oil, right? And I read this one. Amazing. Okay. And then, as you know, all of the oils help with things physically, but they also help with things on an emotional level. So I've included all of what the emotional benefits are for each new oil or blend as well. So here, Tulsi is the oil of spiritual integration, and it helps you feel more integrated, alive, energetically clear, harmonized, balanced, and healed. And you'll see at the bottom different ways that you can use this oil. So you can use it just aromatically, or you can dilute with a carrier and apply it on the crown of your head and temples, oils that you can use it with. And then you can read through this, which I think is, these write-ups are beautiful in the Essential Emotions book. I love that book. Anyway, okay. So this oil sounds amazing. I got to be honest though, I do not love the smell. So it's going to take a lot for me to be able to get to use this one. It's probably going to be like on my feet with socks on or something. But it's really interesting because it's kind of like there's something in it that bothers me about this oil. So sometimes they say that that's because either that you really need it and it's something your body is resisting, or your mind or spirit is resisting, or maybe it's something you really don't need. So there's kind of two schools of thought on that. They're completely opposite. But anyway, And it is a stronger oil anyway, to dilute it down or just not use as much of it when you're using it. And then Dr. Hill suggested at convention that a great way to use this would be through the Aroma Touch hand technique. And if you don't know what that is, try doing a little search on YouTube. I'm sure you could find something on there. If not, message me and I can do a little video on it. But yeah, the hand technique, he said, is a great way to use Tulsi Holy Basil. So there you go. So that's the first one. So secondly, we have Copaiba Touch. Copaiba has been a huge oil, like that has just become this big bestseller, if you will, or it's super popular. People love this oil for inflammation, particularly. Anyway, so they just put it in a touch version, which means that it's diluted down and in this nice little roller with a stainless steel roller. It makes it so easy and convenient to use, and it helps your body absorb it more. So it's just designed for a convenient topical use. So it's diluted, like I said, so you don't need to worry about skin sensitivities or for kids and all that other stuff. And this one sells for $23 for a 10 ml roller. And people, like I said, love this particularly for, aches and pains, inflammation, but also like usually as a companion, but then also it's really, really good for your skin. So it helps with, oh my goodness, now the words are escaping me. And where's my notebook? I'm so sorry, because now I got to look it up because it's going to bother me because I can't remember what it is. Resiliency, skin resiliency. There we go. Okay, so it also helps soothe irritated skin, but helps with skin resiliency. So how amazing does that sound? Sounds great. Anyway, I'm going to add that one into my skin time regime. Okay, next product we have up are the On Guard Plus chewable tablets. So the suggested dosage for these are to take 3 a day, and it's just great to use as a preventative for helping stay healthy. They are not to replace the On Guard Plus capsules. They're completely different. So as you can see, these ones have vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, the beta glucan, a natural prebiotic fiber. Anyway, so you're working with completely different ingredients than what's in the On Guard Plus, which is just essential oils, where this is vitamins, minerals, and prebiotics. So completely different. And they're vegan, no sugar, no gluten, no artificial sweeteners. Not going to worry about anybody's diet with this one. So, and here, let's go to the price here. The price for this one is $16. And I can't remember how many are in this one because we have, it looks like 60. We just got the little sample bags at, I don't think we got the full size one. And when we were at convention. So I like these ones as long as you don't chew them. You have to just suck them and think of like a sweet tart or something like that. It's kind of how they taste because of the vitamin C, but don't chew them. Well, you can chew them if you want to, but they're not the best if you chew them up. But they're just fine if you just kind of let them dissolve in your mouth, which is what I've done. So great to keep while if you're going to be around, a lot of people, or, you're going to be traveling or something like that. It's just another thing to add into your immune boosting regimen for helping you stay healthy, particularly in the current days we're in. All right. So next we have Deep Blue Stick with Copaiba. This one has been hugely well received. So people are loving this one. So my husband, I asked him to give it a try because I don't typically have a lot of aches and pains. I'm so lucky that way. And which is great because I don't care for the smell of Deep Blue. So it works out well that I don't really need to use it. But obviously we know Deep Blue is really good for aches and pains. And this one is no different, right? It's good for temporary relief of aches and pains, arthritis, sprains, strains, bruises. And it's an over-the-counter now. This is cool that this one has medical claims as a topical analgesic. So and of course it's super super good for our bodies. It's all natural. It's not going to have any weird side effects or anything that we need to worry about. So the best part about this one is that it's in the stick, meaning it's going to be super easy to apply. And you don't have to worry about washing your hands after, or not touching your eyes, or touching your eyes after you wash your hands and you realize you didn't get all the deep blue off. Anyway, so nice, right? So nice. So the funny part about this one is when you take the lid off, there is a tiny little blue cap, and you need to take that blue cap off and throw it away, just like you would like deodorant. You know, has that little cap on the top. A lot of people somehow have missed that when they've purchased this. So make sure you take that little cap off and throw it away. So my husband used this after he had been hunting one morning. He'd been hiking in the woods. I think he hiked like 5 miles or something, and he was pretty sore. So he came home. He was exhausted because he'd gotten up at like, 4:30 in the morning or something. And so he put the deep blue on, all his aches and pains, the deep blue stick with the Copaiba, and laid down to take a nap, get rejuvenated, woke up, and he's like, okay, I feel better, but I'm still pretty sore, or not pretty sore, but still sore. He put on some more, and within like an hour, he was like, I feel great. Don't feel any of my aches and pains. Totally went away. He's like, I dare say that works better than any other deep blue product. So there you go. And he has tried them all. He uses them all on a regular basis. So he was pretty excited about this one. So obviously the easy delivery system with the stick, and then adding the Copaiba in for the extra boost with inflammation just gives this one the little extra oomph that it needs. So, and a fantastic new product. And this one is going to be $24.50 wholesale. And all of these will be available starting October 1st. Okay, so next we have vanilla, Madagascar Vanilla. So this one has been doTERRA's most requested essential oil, has been vanilla. Amazing. And this is diluted because vanilla essential oil by itself is really thick, like tar. Like you would not be able to, get it out of the bottle or anything. So it needs to be diluted. So it is diluted in the bottle with fractionated coconut oil. And some cool little fun facts about the vanilla is that the vanilla only flowers one day a year, and they need to hand pollinate it with a bamboo stick. So, wow, what if you miss that one day, right? Then, yeah, no little vanilla bean pods for you. So, anyway, super excited about the vanilla. It smells heavenly. It smells so, so nice. I absolutely love this one. Emily Wright suggested putting a floral oil layered, and then the vanilla, and then you could top it with frankincense or sandalwood or something like that if you wanted to. I have just been wearing it by itself, but because I love it. I put it on my wrists and behind my ears. But I do want to start putting it with magnolia, because that is my favorite floral. I can't wait. Anyway, it's so yummy. So for a 5 ml bottle, it's $35, which is an incredible price. Really, so amazing. So many people are just so excited about this oil. And then, of course, with doTERRA, no oil or no bottle, it's just a bottle of oil. There's always a story behind it. So this, this one is really, really good because most of the harvesters are women. And in this particular part of the world, if a woman has a job, then she is less likely to be trafficked or taken into trafficking. So how amazing, right? That when you're buying this bottle of vanilla essential oil, you are helping stop human trafficking in that part of the world, which just gives me goosebumps. Absolutely love it. So let's see. I want to make sure I got everything else there. I did. Oh, you can add it with On Guard in the diffuser. That's a good little diffuser blend. You will be able to use this one for internal use. You can bake with it, put a drop in your hot cocoa, or add it to your tea. Anyway, lots and lots of options with this one. So here's a list of all the different things that you can use vanilla for. Look at that. It can help with, hormonal issues, relaxing, sleep, neurological, blood pressure, baths, perfumes, list goes on and on. What oils already have vanilla in it, that has that listed there, what you can substitute with. any health, safety concerns, so here it says not safe for internal use. They're changing the labeling, and it should be the next batch comes out, should say safe for internal use. And they do recommend diluting a little bit more. I do have sensitive skin. I haven't had any issues at all with it, using it straight out of the bottle on my wrists as a perfume. But obviously everyone's different. Okay. And then emotionally, vanilla is the oil of unfolding. So helps you feel more wonder, optimism, innocence, calm, joyful, open, reawaken, desire, intimate, synchronicity. I said that wrong, and possibility. Okay, so helps if you're feeling tense, closed, depleted, joyless, overly serious, cynical, distant, or repressed. Just, yeah, I love that. So fun. And you can go ahead and take a second and read through the rest of it. It's just such a beautiful oil. It smells so, so good. Anyway, I love particularly that last paragraph. If you have a second to read that. So good. Such a good oil. Okay, next oil we have is called the Abode Blend. And this oil, or this blend of particular oils, so you can see all the different oils in it: lime, linseed, cassia, lemon, eucalyptus, tea tree, arbor vitae, eucalyptus, cilantro, lavender, and lemon myrtle. I did have a few people ask me if I could smell the cilantro in it because they don't care for that oil, and I couldn't. And I love cilantro. So for me, what stands out most is the lemon eucalyptus. I compared it to like a mild bug spray, but that smells good. And probably because of lemon eucalyptus, because I put that in my homemade bug sprays. But every time I go to use it, I like it even more. So this is the blend that is at the core center of green cleaning now for doTERRA. So it's going to be more than just an oil, but it's a line of cleaning products and home health products, right? Or that will be cleaner, less toxic, and more cleansing, if that all makes sense. So this particular blend, though, be great for diffusing, helping clean the air. You can mix it with some water or vinegar a little bit if you wanted to make your own cleaner. I think that has that listed here too, about all the different things that it helps with. Oh yes, right there. And that's exactly what they said: 6 to 8 drops and 1 tablespoon of vinegar in a glass spray bottle filled with water. And that would probably be for like 8 ounces. Anyway, be in the laundry, this would be so good. You could put it right in the laundry or in the on the dryer balls in the dryer. Anyway, just really, really nice. And like I said, I like the smell of this one the more that I smell it. So here are the emotional benefits of this one. What is a powerhouse cleansing blend that works both emotionally and environmentally? It helps inspire individuals to positive solutions that support them as they realign their course. Abode helps expand their vision and bolster their resolve so they can recognize and reach for a more empowered way of living. It encourages individuals to take back the helm of their life, reject the path of least resistance, and reclaim their free will. Good stuff, right? Okay, and so here is the little product information page for Abode. What was I looking for on this? Oh, the price, which is $24.50. So that's how much this is for a 5 ml bottle. It does say skin sensitivity on this one. That would make sense. Definitely dilute it if you are going to use it topically, but it's mostly just one that should be used for a cleaner or in the diffuser is the biggest purpose of this one. Okay, next we have, so now we're going to get into the line of products, the Abode line of products. So first we have the surface cleaner, the multi-purpose surface cleaner. So doTERRA is trying to make this more environmentally friendly, reduce our carbon footprint. And so you can see the tiny little white bottle there. That's what the cleaner will come in. It's a 1 ounce bottle right there. It's aluminum, and you will pour that bottle into your glass bottle if you choose to purchase this. If not, you can use your own bottle and then add 9 ounces of water. So obviously this bottle is perfectly a 10 ounce bottle so that it It's exactly, there's no guesswork to it, right? You just fill up the bottle with water and off you go. I like it. It works really well. It smells nice. It works amazingly well on grease, particularly super anti-greasy or anti-greasing. So I used it, for instance, to clean my toaster oven. You know how it gets that just buildup of grease on it. And anyway, I scrubbed that on a few spots that I'd already tried with Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, I'll have you know, and didn't touch it. But this took it right off. I was incredibly impressed. And I just used it on a little, I sprayed it on a little bit of a wet paper, on a paper towel, and then wiped it. And it worked really, really well. It didn't work so well on like hard water for me. I did see a few people say that they used it at a higher concentration and it worked well on hard water for them. But diluted down this way, it did not work for me. And then obviously this is so much more less toxic than so many other cleaners that we have. They're doing it this way, so more concentrated, because most cleaners are 90% water, right? And they don't need to sell you water or pay for shipping to ship you water. So they're doing this small little bottle. You can put in your own water. And the aluminum is because they're trying to switch to more of that, because 70% of all aluminum that's ever been produced in the United States has been recycled. And that is a pretty fantastic statistic. So, or percentage. So we're going to stick with that and see if we can contribute. It's so easily recycled. So that's why they're switching to some aluminum in that case. So they said, you know, the cans are, you know, may come dented a little bit, but that's the only downside to this. But otherwise the benefits so outweigh the downside. So be patient. If your bottle comes dented, then just know that you're helping the earth. So, okay. So here's how you can purchase these separately. So you can purchase the glass spray bottle that has this nice little silicone everything on the bottom so that it's not going to, you know, break when it hits your counters. If you have granite countertop, and you can use this on granite top if it is sealed. So yeah, so the spray bottle itself that you'd only buy once, you wouldn't buy them again unless you needed multiple bottles, I guess, but that's $8.50 for that nice amber glass spray bottle. And then the cleaner is $8.75 for the little bottle. So in my opinion, it's a little pricey for a bottle of cleaner, but it worked really well on the grease stuff. So I'm still going to always have a bottle to keep on hand because wow, that worked really well. But then I'm like, as far as the price point goes, I would still rather use my On Guard concentrate cleaner or my homemade cleaner that I'm going to do with a boat and, you know, a little bit of vinegar to clean my counters, or something that where I'm just cleaning to get the germs off. I'm not cleaning to get off some like gunked up grease that's been sitting there for a year. So anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. And obviously everyone's different, but this is an honest review. I told you, right? Here we go. Okay. So here's another part of the Abode cleaning product line is the dish soap. A liquid dish soap. So they have, you can see on the right here is a stainless steel bottle of the dish soap refill. And this you literally just pour in, you don't add anything to it to dilute it down. You just pour it in. And then this is the one-time soap dispenser that you would see on the left, you know, for $8.50. The only problem I've heard that some people have had with this is that the stopper they did the, oh my goodness, it comes with two delivery systems. So one is this, just a pouring spout. And they've heard the problem with that one is that if you don't have the bottom, there's like a little suction cuppy, and not suction cuppy, but the little stopper in there wasn't pushed in all the way. It fell into the bottom of the container and they had a heck of a time getting it out because then of course it was filled with soap and anyway, whatever. So if you're using the spout part, make sure that the bottom stopper part is securely pushed up in there. I'm using the pump just because that's what I want to use on mine. I do really like the smell of this. Again, it's the Abode scent. It smells really nice. And it's a great, clean, natural dish soap. That being said, however, I'm a huge advocate of Dawn. I love Dawn. I love it for its grease cutting abilities. And I have a septic system, so I need to make sure that I'm using something that's going to help cut down the grease. And so for me, I'm going to go back to my Dawn. So I like it, but I don't like it enough. I don't think that it's going to do a good enough job as far as the grease cutting goes for what I need it to do personally. But if you currently use a natural dish soap or you don't hand wash that many dishes, whatever, then you'll love it. You'll love it. Like I said, this is me. It's my honest feedback. Okay. So next we have the laundry pods. And again, they have that abode scent. I didn't want these to work as well as they actually did. They are amazing. And I tried to I was like, there's no way these are going to work as good as my little regimen that I have. So I do the On Guard laundry detergent, and I put in some white vinegar, and I have a homemade bleach that I do with my whites and lights. And I put in some borax, Basil laundry booster, because I have a 16-year-old boy who's really stinky and smelly, and I have a little girl. Anyway, so we have messy laundry. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to give the laundry pods a true test. I'm not going to add in any vinegar. I'm not going to add in any like my liquid bleach, my homemade bleach, sorry, my borax. I'm not adding any of that. I'm going to do just the laundry pod and see how it turns out, because there's no way it's going to do as good with me not adding in all those things. And yeah, and then it said to add in 2 pods for large loads. And I was like, I'm still only putting in 1. So you guys can tell I was really not treating this fairly, but to my dismay, they worked amazingly well, very, very well. I was shocked at how well they worked. So I didn't put it in my laundry, like the soap dispenser. I just threw it right in with the laundry. And like I said, I was amazed at how well these worked. So hands down, these are like incredible. So yeah, these are going to be $19.50 for, I don't know how many come in the thing. Anyway, 45. There we go. 45 laundry pods. Yeah, so I will definitely be purchasing these. They are going to be a lifesaver, and it's going to simplify my laundry by 5 times, because now I'm only adding in one thing instead of all these other things. And it's going to simplify it so much that now I'm like, I can teach my younger, my daughter who's 9 to do laundry, because it's going to be less simple, or more simple, less complicated. Anyway, so yay for the laundry pods. Big score. Okay, so then we have dishwasher pods. Super exciting. Again, these I was a bit hesitant. I should add too with the laundry. I mean, I've done 6 loads of laundry with it, and I've been impressed all 6 times. So I have tried it more than once. Okay, so for the laundry, or for the dishwasher, sorry. The dishwasher pods, I am so picky with my dishwasher soap. I only use finished tabs. I swear by them. I think it helps extend the life of my dishwasher, and I'm like, nothing compares to finished tabs. Okay, well, these do. So the only problem I saw people having with these is that sometimes they didn't dissolve if they're, I don't know what they were having problems with, or maybe the water wasn't hot enough or what, I don't know. A few people, the pods weren't dissolving for them. If that's the case, throw it in the bottom of your dishwasher. I did not have that problem. Anyway, everything was amazingly clean. Really, really nice. No spots. It was great. And to know that it's all super healthy and clean, even more amazing. But yeah, I was very surprised by how well these worked. I've thrown in a few, we've used them, I don't know, 4 times or so by now. And I've even put in a few extra dirty dishes to see how they would do. And everything's just amazing. So very, very impressed with these. I highly recommend these as well. So these are $15 for 24 count bag. Yeah, they're really, really good. You guys know I'm being honest, right? Because I'm telling you which ones are not my favorite. All right, so next we have a new hand wash concentrate. So this is also in the Abode line. This one is not Abode scented though. This one is citrus bloom scented. Yay, so good. So this one's a little different in that the hand wash concentrate container we'll mix up like 3 or so of the, let's see, 4 of the soap pumps. So it shows you a little line right here. You can see on your soap pump, it shows you, oh, fill it right up to here, this little line. And then it shows you fill your water up to here. So you just put in this much the foaming hand soap and then just fill the rest with water. So it tells you exactly what to do and then just add on the pump. Or, you can read about it on the thing too. Add 2 ounces and then mix up with 6 ounces of water. So, and then it has the same little aluminum can that the concentrate is in. You can recycle it after, reuse it, whatever you want to do. I love this foaming hand soap pump. We'll get to it here. Right here it is. So nice. I don't know what it is, but it works so much better than the other foaming hand soap containers. It's just really, really nice. And the foaming hand soap itself works great. doTERRA was saying that they're already in the works of having other scents that will be available next year, which is amazing. Yay. And then the hand soap is $19.50. So now this one works out to be less than the On Guard foaming hand soap, right? So cool. Why would I not buy this one? Anyway, and then the hand wash dispenser again is $8.50. All those little containers are just $8.50 each, which is awesome because they're really, really nice and they should last you a lifetime unless they break on the tile floor. That's what I could see happening, but they're amazing. Great. Okay, so So with that, we have kind of goes with it is a hand lotion. And the hand lotion comes in this really cool little PCR bag, which is funny. I think that's the same kind of material that the pods both come in. But yeah, it's just a great hand lotion. It was just the same as any of the other doTERRA lotions. I didn't notice anything different with it as far as how it works. Citrus bloom scented. This is the cute little dispenser that it comes with, again for $8.50. Love it. And the hand lotion's $18.50. And it fills up this little dispenser absolutely perfectly, right to the top. Love it, but not too much room that you can't put in the dispenser, of course. So yeah, I've used it a bunch of times and works good. Okay, so the next blend we have is Hygge. So it is a Danish word, and it says with no English translation, and its meaning resembles the description of a warm, cuddly winter evening, and it represents a way of creating an atmosphere that invites rest and reflection while enjoying good things in life with good people. Sounds delightful, doesn't it? Anyway, so this blend has wild orange, cedarwood, amyris, frankincense, myrrh, cistus, vetiver, and tonka bean, and not for internal use. This is a diffuser blend pretty much exclusively. So it is, look at the uses of this: relaxation, togetherness, closeness, seasonal depression, winter blues, pondering, creative, warm, collected, mindful, minimalistic, meditation, vulnerable, comprised, lonely, obsessed with the past, holding on to negative thinking. Pretty cool, right? Excuse me. So let's see, I think I have the emotional one for it too. Yes. So Hygge is the oil of a sanctuary. So helps with, more, these are just different descriptions. Discontent, melancholy, unhappy, unwelcoming, divided, begrudging, unfulfilled, unsafe, helps you feel content, sheltered, forgiving, connected, all those things. So this one does smell different under the bottle as it does in the diffuser. Sometimes some oils really smell differently than others. Let's see, do I have yes, right here. And it is $29.50 for the 15 ml bottle. And this one, I'm not a huge fan of the aroma. I need to find something that I can add to it. So maybe some more wild orange. Maybe I need to do 4 drops of wild orange, 2 or 3 drops of the Hygge. I'm not sure. I got to figure it out. I've done it once and I was just like, not sure. I don't know. Not a huge fan, but maybe it'll grow on me. Okay, so next we have a sensitive skin carrier oil blend, which is kind of fun because this is just different. So it's $16.50 for this bottle. Let's see, it's 1 fluid ounce. And so you just put 4 to 5 drops of oil in your hand with, 1 or 2 drops of essential oil. It's nice that it has that little dropper there. And it's good because it's not, well, you can see the ingredients: grapeseed, rosehip seed, hemp seed. Other words I can't say, and sunflower seed. So it's not coconut oil based. So it's really good. I use this one with my daughter. She has some really sensitive skin, and it worked just like the same as another carrier oil would. I didn't, there was nothing different to note about it on how it worked. So it's good that we have that option for people who have that challenge of sensitive skin. Okay, this one, the body oil. Okay, this one surprised me a lot. So this one, let's see, $24.50 for this bottle, which is almost 4 ounces. It's about the same size as the fractionated coconut bottle of oil. So this one, again, you'd use it with I think I put about 6 drops of this oil in with 1 or 2 drops of essential oil, and just kind of rubbed it on my legs and arms just so I could kind of get a feel with how it felt. Anyway, oh my goodness. It was not greasy or oily at all. Like, it just absorbed into my body. And afterward, even my hands just felt soft and smooth. They were not oily or greasy at all. Amazing. So I love this body oil. I've never, ever seen a body oil like that didn't leave some kind of greasy, oily film on something. I was like, this is amazing. It's just like this beautiful, nice, soft, smooth, moisturizing. Anyway, this is one I highly recommend. You just got to try it and see, because it was kind of blew me away. Anyway, definitely going to be using this one. In fact, I would grab that over the lotion. I loved it that much. It was really, really nice. All right. And that's it. Here's some things I have coming up. We're going to be doing pets, women's health, gift ideas, gratitude, and mental health. But I am so grateful that you tuned in today. Thank you so much. Definitely shoot me a message if you have any questions, concerns, help you need with something, whatever it is, I'm here to help. So have a great day and happy oiling.